You know, door stops are a very important item around doors, that is, because they'll go back against walls and damaged walls. They'll go back against door trim and woodwork and really make a mark. Well, which one do you use? Well, there's a lot of different door stops in the market today, as simple as they may seem, but you know, really, making the right choice is very important. Here's one here that's a round rubber, and it's soft. It's got a self-adhesive back on it. Now, this is used up against if you've got a washer or a dryer or a refrigerator or a range, where the doorknob comes back and would hit the appliance. Why not protect it with a very simple rubber stop? Now, what if the doorknob goes right back against the wall and, wouldn't you know it, puts a hole right through the wall? Well, here's one that's got the rubber stopper, but as well it's got a cover plate to cover the hole as well. So when you put the unit on the wall, it first of all repairs the hole because it covers it up and also stops it from happening again by putting a rubber stopper. Really a neat idea, isn't it? Maybe one of those that in the event if it was to happen and you didn't want somebody to know, hey, wouldn't that repair it real quick? Also, down at the baseboard, there's a number of different stops that stop the door, which now stops far enough away from the wall to stop the knob from touching the drywall or plaster. There's the conventional model, which is the spring. This is the one you always hear when you hit it with your vacuum or your broom, goes boing. Well, that's the one that's very commonly used. And this is its mate, but in the event that it's color coordinated. You can get into old dull brass or copper and different antique finishes. And then you get into the solid finishes, and this is a solid brass, solid rod with the compressed soft plastic end on it to protect the door from being damaged. And then they have the new contemporary model, which is a hard plastic, but also acts as a very color coordinated item for walls, especially being on beige walls. Now, down on the floor, in the event of the door, there's no way that you can protect it because of the way the door is swinging. Then you can use a floor-mounted door stop so the door comes back against it and stops it and is fastened down solid and fixed to the floor. Now, this is the one here that I find is the simplest to install. This is a hinge stop. So let me show you how to install it. All you need is a 3-inch or a 4-inch common nail to use as a center punch to punch out the pin out of the hinge. Once the pin is out, it's a matter now of put the pin through the hinge stop, and now you can adjust to the distance the door away from the wall by very simply screwing out or in the stop. Now, let me put it in place. There you have it. One rubber back against the casing, and when the door opens, comes back against the rubber stop and stops the door. One thing nice about the stop on the hinge, it eliminates any of those springs or solid stops at the floor or the baseboard that get in the road when you're sweeping or vacuuming. So why don't you shop for the stop that's best for your job?